Okay, welcome everyone to the next episode of The Breakdown. I'm joined this time by Reynor from Italy, the
Hello.
prodigy boy. What's up, dude?
Hello.
And
All good.
what is this game?
This game is against you, Thermal. I don't really remember who won. It's a long game,
Yeah, what was?
but
Do you
I.
remember what it was for?
Yeah, it was. No, I wait. No, not really. Maybe worthy something. I don't
Okay,
really remember.
so some tournament.
Yeah, some tournament, but it was a tournament. I'm sure.
It was a tournament. Okay, that's excellent. Poggers then. Okay, and do you have any thoughts on this map or any opening thoughts about this?
I don't mind this map against Terran. Sometimes, if you get behind, I think it's very difficult. But if you have a good creep, like a decent early game or something, it's fine.
Okay, cool. Why does it get difficult? Do you think?
Because they can engage very easily into your like I can't ping. Wait, can I?
Cannot ping though. You
Oh
just have
no.
to tell me.
They can engage easily on your fourth base. Depends on where you take it. And the triangle third, if you take it, like they can siege up tanks in the high ground, and it's very hard if you don't have creep. But if you have creep and a good army, quite you can deny it a bit, and it's easier.
Okay.
So
Which third do you take the triangle third then usually, or is that one too risky for the tanks?
no, I usually take the other one.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I mean, it's usually better to take uh, fire bases against tyrants.
To
That's why I
expand
like
away.
it. Yeah, and even it's easier to defend against drops.
All right. So you went for a very quick gas here actually, or is this the normal the opener that everyone's doing, that laser and the
Yeah,
Lambo? Okay.
I rally the one drone into the gas and one 18 gas and 17 bull.
Cool. Are you gonna do the same thing as well as far as mining the gas, just prioritizing minerals? Take the third expansion
Uh,
quicker.
yeah, sometimes it depends on who I play and what map. If it's a longer map, I can put gas first. Like I mean, I can put gas faster or drones in the gas faster. But if it's not, I like to have more minerals so I can get my links and
And you
everything.
think you're getting bunker rushed here? And you are.
Yes, I saw the SUV.
Cool. So you saw the SCV and then you didn't see the SCV poking at the hatchery. Is that what gave it away?
No, it's just the timing. Yeah, usually
Cool.
around this timing, the SUV should be close to my first overlord. You know, just past my first overlord. But I was already in my base, so
Okay.
and I didn't see it with my first overlord, so it was quite obvious. That's why I pulled my drones.
Okay. Would wait? Why is it obvious if you didn't see it with your first overlord?
Because
Was he
they
sneaky?
usually they want to scout right with the first SV, so you don't hide it or
Right.
unless you're trying to do like a mega mind game or something and they send it.
So it's just because the first overlord was just running towards him. It would have seen the first SCV. You're saying if he
Yes,
wasn't being
yes,
sneaky about
that's
it,
just the standard,
the standard route.
route the SV takes.
Perfect. Cool stuff.
I think my defense wasn't really good this game.
Marines already out. Well, you did deny the bunker. There's a lot of mining time.
It's always hard to understand if it's two
Two
racks or
racks or
three
four
racks.
racks, yeah.
Yeah,
I feel
usually
you,
it's
man.
not four racks because they hide everything until the overlord comes in their base. But it's hard to know if it's two racks or three racks, and the response is always a bit different.
Okay, so you're definitely in a little bit of trouble here. You didn't really have any information until this started happening, so it's a difficult decision. You've pulled drones for a long time. Still mining one with one worker on gas seems kind of
Yes.
seems risky, or no?
Yeah, it's very risky, but I like if I know it's three racks, I just pull it out. But since I don't know if it's two racks or three racks, because I don't think I saw the SCV that is building the bunker.
Oh, and it is
I'm
three
not
racks
sure.
then.
Yeah, and so I would have pulled out the SCV if I knew it was three racks.
You
But
madman.
against two racks, you can defend and have the speed later because they're going to do aliens and stuff. So it's good to have the speed.
So walk us through your process here. What's your you want the spine to come up, obviously. So are you gonna just buffer for it with the drones, fight with the
Yes,
lings?
I'm willing to sacrifice some drones, not every single one of them,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm willing to sacrifice 3 or 4 of them
Cool.
to get the spine up, and then it's playable. I really don't like to lose against proxy axis.
Yeah, and he doesn't know about the spine either yet. I just checked because I thought he didn't. So are you aware of that? And do you have an intention of pushing back the army with the drones before he sees the spine?
I think it's usually quite obvious that you're doing a spine because it's very risky to not do it and
Mm-hmm.
have one queen and some links because they can kite forever otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really good on this map because of the ramp, so
Yeah.
they can't really engage on your spine on the high ground.
Okay. If he knows where you're making the spine, though, he can more easily just go for it, right?
Yeah, you can poke more, but since I have my drones and links coming out,
Mm-hmm.
I can try to lose something, but just not kill the spine, not let him kill the spine. Otherwise,
Okay.
it's GG, I think.
Yeah, he still doesn't know about it at the moment. So he
Yes.
gave you a little bit of free time there, maybe like a drone worth.
And now I'm willing to sacrifice some stuff to cancel the bunker
Mm-hmm.
and let the creep come.
So you just want the
I think this was bad, but
you just want the position for the spine here.
yes.
He's still looking for. He's still gonna find a pretty good position, right?
Yes. I don't know why I pulled my drones here. It was a mistake.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I mean, I was afraid that he was going to engage me or something.
And going to the spine.
Yeah, maybe. Just to play it safe. I think I have to engage here because I don't want his bunkers to come up. It's really annoying if they come up, so I can lose some drones.
Yeah, I like that. Barely save the
I think,
queen. Well, it ends up being
and
not
since
good for you.
well, it's 3 racks, so it's okay. But
Mm-hmm.
if it was 2 racks, it was dead. So now it's playable. Not the optimal position, but he has no gas, and I have my one drone in the gas still. Should have not been there now, but
This is
I can
true.
get my speed.
And you managed to put the spine in a better position that covers almost all of the ramp. He's actually finding a little gap.
Yes, I don't think he should go up the ramp
Yeah, very
because I
risky.
can surround with my links and
And
even
he
if he
can only
tries, I
escape in a
can
line.
shoot
Yeah.
some marines. And now I'm moving it.
Perfect. Okay, so right now you feel like you're in a good position, bad position. Are you expecting a follow-up from
I
him?
I think I was in not in a good position, but not in a bad one either. So it was okay, playable, let's say.
I have a
But
question. You just dropped a creep tumor. Would you have dropped that creep tumor if you didn't have enough for transfuse, or were you making sure that you had enough for transfuse before?
no, I was making sure I had enough because you never know. They can put the CC and then try to snipe your overlords with 2 marines and then pull everything and just YOLO 20 marines into your base.
Yeah,
So it's always good to play safe.
indeed.
And as you can see, I don't inject because I don't have minerals for.
To spend it, to spend the larva.
Yeah. So I think it's better to keep the transfuse for now.
I agree. Very good, but very cool. So larva's not a constraint, you're saying, so injecting is useless at the
Yeah, I
moment.
don't have. I can. And I saw.
Oh, and that's a lot of marines. So happy we saved
Yeah.
some trans. Oh no! I was gonna say happy we saved some transfuse.
Yeah. That's a bit sad, but I don't think it was worth for him.
Yeah, that was actually a very good defense by you.
Yeah, I could have lost less. Oh,
We're rewatching that. I'm sorry.
yeah, I thought I made a mistake or something.
No.
I
Okay, so
could
the
have.
queen goes
No,
down.
I didn't think it was going up the ramp, honestly.
Really?
It was
After he killed the
really
queen, maybe it seems like it's okay. I don't know. Was he
It
aware of
was
all your
really good.
links?
What?
Did he know about all of your links? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
he knew.
That is a lot
I
of
mean, I don't
links.
think he knew, but it's still very YOLO. If I have 20 links, you die, everything, and I lose nothing. So
Let's see what he has. Back at home, he's making a factory. He's floating the barracks.
that's why I think it's YOLO. If he had double alien at home or he was doing some aliens or something, I think it would have been fine to trade
Uh-huh.
your knight. But like this, you lose everything, and you don't have map control or you can't really do
At the
well, and
same
if my
time,
speed comes up.
my guess is right now maybe he's planning to go mech or something. It just seems like he doesn't care about his bio. Like it's not gonna scale up or something. You know, if he was making like stim or combat shields, then those marines are gonna get more valuable. But right now they're kind of just sitting there. Is probably what he's thinking. So he just
Yeah, but
YOLOs them.
I think it's always like he has no defense, and I can get something done with my links. I think.
Yeah. At the same time, you
That's
defend it. If you were also getting speed, that would have been, and you are getting speed. But you know, it's not
yeah,
like
that's
it
why
would
I
be
think
very
it's
difficult to get speed like that fast or Banelings that fast. I don't think it's that risky. I think it's kind of YOLO, but I like it.
You like it?
By him, yeah.
I had a bit of a strange face when he was doing it.
Yeah, I mean, it looked fucking scary, dude, when he sniped the queen. Like, I think he wouldn't have gone up if he didn't snipe the queen, okay? But
I
after
think so.
sniping the queen, like, if look at it from his perspective, okay? Just put it on his perspective, so... He's gonna poke, snipes the queen. Okay, then there's a lot of links.
I think he should go back now.
Yeah, now he
right.
should go back, you're right.
And not
After he
keep
pulled the
going.
drones.
But I think he wanted to
Maybe
trade.
you're right, yeah. Yeah, this does look pretty sketch. Maybe he thought he was out of range of the spine with some marines or something. I'm not sure.
And now he sees I have double queen, and I don't know. I don't think it's a good trade. Like, it's a good trade if you have something at home, but it's not if you don't.
Maybe.
making links.
Yeah. Again, I think he's just sacking the marines though. Like he doesn't care about the marines. It's
Yeah,
kind
but
of
I
when
think they're
you.
useful now. They can be useless later because he can't defend the CC. I have 20 links on the way and he has nothing.
That's fair enough.
And he doesn't know when my speed is popping up. So
Yeah,
he could
so
have
he's making one Hellion
engaged
right
into
away
20
instead of
speed
a
links,
reactor.
then-
So yeah, he's a little bit desperate. You're right.
Yeah, he can't keep that CC there.
He cannot. He does have a wall off and a Hellion. The Hellion's gonna help.
Yeah. And now he has to make the aliens without the reactor because of those marines dying.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I like it. I don't think
Yeah.
it was good.
This looks good for you now. You
Yeah.
have very good control of the game. You have reign over his expansion. Okay, so what are you thinking now? What's the process here?
I was a bit confused, to be honest. I really had no idea where I was. Like, yeah, just a bit confusing.
Uh-huh. But what are you thinking now? Like, what's your next step? Like, how do you
I'll
feel
make
about your
queens.
position?
Make queens and some upgrades, creep, just
just all the normal stuff.
yeah.
Are
And I
you
wanted
worried
to
about
try,
anything from him? Your map vision isn't that great.
yeah, because you can't throw 3 overloads at him because you don't know if it's a Viking or if it's a Banshee. And he has the Marine, but I think I sacked my overlord there. The
Okay.
wisest decision, but the Liberator Red popped up, so
And he is actually going into bio, so...
yes.
Okay, so you see that now.
I don't know why I'm making a roach for it. I think I wanted to all in.
And now you see the potential Banshee as well, so... Do you still commit to the roaches?
I don't remember, but usually it's not Banshee. They usually swap.
Okay. So...
But if it is Banshee, it's cloakless, and you can send queens sometime soon.
Okay, so he swapped it for what, the factory?
Tank, yeah.
Okay, cool. So still, I mean, now you see and know that it's potentially tank. Is roaches the play here? And he's being kind of greedy.
I was thinking about roaches because I thought I was way more ahead than... Maybe I didn't really understand my position too well. And
Okay.
I thought some roaches could have killed him.
Okay.
But he made a very fast tank. So wasn't really best position for me. And I can't mine here, and it's really bad for timing. And I started to do drones once again. Because he saw the roach
So changed
run,
your
the
mind, okay.
gases. Yeah, it was quite obvious. And even if I made more links, I think it was a good decision to go back joining.
I think so as well. Especially after showing the roaches, he has to be more cautious and whatnot.
Yeah. And these 3 aliens are very good. It's better than a depot, I think, because I can just YOLO my links, but I do because I'm down.
Wait,
Yeah.
why is it better than a depot then?
Because you just you think you can do it because
Uh-huh.
aliens are squishy
Oh,
and
okay,
then
they're a
send
bait.
first. Just if I saw a depot there, I wouldn't throw all of my units.
That's yeah. So they're better than a depot because of the off chance that your opponent will think
Yeah, because
that
you
they can
smash
break
your
them.
head into 3 aliens and you die.
That's really interesting. You know, I probably
Yes.
I bet everyone would try it once, right? Okay.
I mean, you see those 3 aliens,
Yeah.
you're like, yes, I can do it, and then he dies.
And they melt
You change
everything
your
at
mind.
once. Yeah. So
And
fun.
right now, I wasn't in a great spot. I was ahead in drones, but I had my upgrades delayed. I have no lair, no bailey nest, so really not the best position for me.
Threw away the advantage a little bit
Yes,
too overeager to end the game maybe.
yes,
Because after the 3 racks and denying his expansion, you knew you had an economy lead, right?
yeah. That's why I went for an all-in, but I think it was a dumb decision.
Yeah. I think just leaning on the economy there is safer.
Yeah,
Like the all-in
yeah, it's
is
safer.
good, but
Yeah.
yeah, if they defend, then they're back. So let's see. So he's taking his third base now. You have pretty good vision, pretty good idea of what he's doing.
Yeah, my creep is not very good. I should have some in the other part of my third base for drops, and my overload spread isn't really good. Could have been better.
Definitely. And
Yeah, but it's always scary because of drops, and I don't really like to lose 5 overloads for a drop. And I prefer to keep 10 links in my main base or something.
yeah, you still spotted most of what's going on. So you spotted the medevacs. I think the medevac
Yeah,
spotted
because I
you.
spread my links.
Yeah. So those are your overlords basically, right?
Yeah, I think it's better. If you lose a link, it's who cares, right? They're free anyways.
Yeah, 25 minerals instead of 100. And you position your units preemptively in this location. Most turns will drop right outside of creep. You saw the direction of the medevacs, but still you
Yeah, I was
thought
guessing he would go into my fourth base.
like the first one he
It's
sees.
just, yeah, I think he was a good guess. And just
Yeah.
a clear creep.
Yeah, I think so as well. I just wanted to highlight on that because if he had gone to your main, then it's
Yeah,
pretty
it's
sketch for
just a
you.
bit of a, a guess.
Yeah,
If he goes to my
it's the best
main,
guess.
I lose something, for sure.
Yeah, because you have to run all the way back, all the medevacs unload.
And he also can position himself very well. So it's just
Even
like,
now, maybe he could go to your main.
yeah, I think now he's gonna go to my main.
Okay, let's see.
I don't have much stuff here, so he thinks he can do it, but I don't think it was a good idea. He doesn't really get much. I just lose a few links.
Yeah, he doesn't really go for it. Well, he goes now, but there's like 4 Marines left, so.
Yeah.
Ends up being pretty good guess.
Yeah, it was okay. And if you leave 10 links, you can defend even 2 medivacs if they're well upgraded. So
Yeah, and you did some damage on the other side too, right? So.
yeah, I think.
Yeah, I think you killed a few workers, like 5 or something.
Yeah, maybe. I like to suicide my links into some workers near tanks. So they
Do you
can,
so do you not always watch them? You just like kind of rally them in?
No, I usually watch them because I want to see if there are tanks. I send one first and then some others into the mineral line.
Yeah.
I spread them a bit so they don't all get
Die
one
at
shot
once.
by a tank, and SCVs die.
Let's see. Did that happen in this game?
I'm not sure, but
Let's check
I
it.
like to do it. I think so.
I mean, I believe you like to do it. I just love for people to see it.
I think it already happened. You can see the damaged SCVs there.
You're right. But is there a tank here? Oh, there is a tank. Okay, perfect. Here they come.
I think I didn't really spread them, but you see that's. Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
But I went back.
Yeah,
That's
because other
usually
stuff
what you
was
want to
going
do.
on,
You go
but I
in,
see what
let
you're
it
doing.
spread, and you get some SCVs. I got one for 2 links, I think. It was okay.
Not the worst thing.
Yep.
Alright, we saw this part. So now you're gonna take your fourth. Your creep spread is getting a little bit better. What
Yeah.
do you feel about units? Just unit
No,
composition
I
right
think
now?
I was in a pretty bad position about units. I knew he was going to attack very soon,
Mm-hmm.
and I knew he had way more than I had. And my creep, as I said before, in the high ground wasn't good enough.
Yeah. So you're
And I
scared of
sent,
that siege ground?
yeah, I sent one link and that's all. So I just like to sacrifice my first base with, instead of dying and keeping it, I sacrifice it and get something done. His third
Sounds
base.
good. Okay, so you go for the counterattack. You're basically saying for the audience, you see your thermal coming right now with the Ling.
Yes,
You're scared of this position because you don't have creep on the high ground, so he can siege you
yes,
from the high ground, right?
yes,
And right now you're gonna decide to sacrifice your fourth, and if you can't fight the army, you're basically gonna counterattack and do damage somewhere else, right? And
yes.
basically
Because
say,
you can't really step on creep with everything, otherwise it's gonna get destroyed. And so you can be safe with like 20 bailings, and that's not much. So you
yeah.
can send all of your links on the other side.
I mean, right now he could run in. You don't have any banelings, but he doesn't know that.
I'm morphing bailings in my first base,
In your
main base. Sorry.
oh, I
In
see them.
the
Oh, very
yeah,
sneaky.
and
Do you morph them
26
there for the
links
scan?
and hmm?
Do you morph them then there to avoid the scan, or is there a reason they're
No, they
morphing
were
there?
just there. They were
Waiting
just
for a
links.
medevac or something?
Yeah, they were waiting for a drop.
Yeah,
But
okay.
since I didn't have any units out, I just morphed
That's pretty
morphed
funny.
those.
So why would you
Yeah.
morph them there then? Because they're the furthest away, right?
Yes, but I knew I was going to lose my first base in anyway, so it just doesn't make very much difference.
Okay.
He doesn't have time to run into my second base, and he has time to kill my first base anyway, so it just doesn't matter.
Okay, fair enough. So if you were looking to save your fourth base, then you would run the links
Yes,
closer to a middle ground between your third and your natural, something like that, and then morph from there.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
just for
I would
people
probably
watching.
morph them into the fifth base,
Mm-hmm.
there, so I can get something done. It's better to, go from the other side.
Fifth base is which one?
The next one to my first base.
Next to your
So I can,
fourth? Okay.
so I can get wraparound. If my links didn't go there, I would probably do that.
Okay.
Into,
So if you would put your links there, morph them behind his army,
yes,
if you were looking to defend your fourth. That's pretty
yes,
cool.
because they usually send. I what I usually like to do is those links that are going to be his third base. If I had enough, I would send them to kill the tanks. The bailings behind, behind his army, and some stuff into my first base, so I can go a 360.
Oh, cool. So, okay, that makes sense. Because I was gonna say, if you morph the banelings from behind, the only thing that's scary is that usually they will run into the tanks first, right?
Yeah, that's why you send the links from behind
Cool.
and something from. But I didn't have enough, anyways.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. And just for people watching, the reason you would morph the banelings closer or further is because links are faster, run faster than banelings, right? So,
Yes.
distance. Cool, cool, cool. So nice counterattack here. You do have those banes morphing. When you decide to sacrifice your fourth, would it be a good idea to take another fourth right away?
Yes, I'm taking the other. It's
On the
always a
other
good
side,
idea.
right? Okay, there we
Yes,
go.
and I thought I was going to get much more with my run by, but it was okay. I even got a tank, so it was okay. If I didn't get the tank, I don't know about that.
Yeah, he spent a lot of time here. It's gonna buy you time for the baneling speed as well.
And now I knew he was going to step on creep, and I knew it was a bad idea. You can't really step on creep like that.
Oh, wow, you're gonna go in. Very confident
the
move.
massive move. I saw he didn't have enough.
Nice. Okay, let's rewatch that. See, I'm a little bit of a pussy with stuff like that, because they look well spread, and yeah, I guess creep is very powerful. So you have
Yes.
full vision of what he's doing because of the creep too.
Yes.
Like he
That's
didn't
why I
clear
decided
out
to
too
go
more.
in.
Okay. What is... Well, I guess you're very confident that you can break this at this point.
Yes.
He doesn't exactly know how much you have. But just generally speaking, it would be a better idea just to wait, right? Maybe for him to unsiege, for example. Or are you scared of
Usually
reinforcements?
yes, but if you see if it's a way smaller army, you can jump on it. Usually
Mm-hmm.
it's a good tell when you have more Bailings than Marines to just engage, you know?
Sure.
That's a good tell.
That is a good tell, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
would say so.
I just knew I could A move. If it wasn't a creep, I wouldn't probably engage and just wait.
Mm-hmm. Even
But
if you
if
knew
it's on
what he
creep,
has, right?
yeah.
Okay.
But if it's on, because it's a way worse trade, even if you win the fight somehow,
Mm-hmm.
you lose way more
And I
rather
mean,
than
that's why I
wait.
was saying, why not just wait, right? Because if you, well, I mean, when you look at the fight, you crush it. So it's like you were
Yes.
confident and you were right to be confident. But even then, the longer you wait, the less you should lose, right?
Yes, but yeah, I think but usually like it's a very small army to be honest, and if you spread a bit,
Yeah, you were just very
you,
confident.
you really don't lose much.
So that's a good spread. And also, it's a game of incomplete information. So maybe if any units show up in a medevac or two, a little bit, 5 seconds later, then you're fuck. Should have killed
Yeah,
that.
and I got my one link left got 3 SUVs then. It was
Three
perfect.
SUVs.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, maybe four.
Oh, what a nasty
Very
way.
bad.
Maybe we should look at him. Were you looking at him?
Yes, it was really funny.
You're-
This guy.
Is it here or before?
You
Oh,
already
there he
killed.
is.
If you go back a bit more, you can
Mhm.
see he's killing 5 SUVs.
What a madman.
Okay,
Did you
here,
shift click him?
one. Yes, I saw I had the link, so I don't really shift click him.
Okay.
For me to,
Oh
well,
yeah, you
yes,
do
I
shift
shift
click
click
him.
him
Yeah.
into the injured ones.
You're
Then
better
I
than
kill him
yourself.
there. Yes. Yeah, 4 SUVs.
Oh, what a madman.
Yeah, I didn't shift click him.
Oof.
I would have got that
Would have
SUVs
got one
clean,
more,
but I
yeah.
yeah. Aye.
Ay.
And my creep here isn't the best. It's okay. I'm not covering in my new expansion, so it's a bit sad.
So now you're placing your units closer to your fourth, scouting like a madman. You're gonna find them again, and you got
Oh, I should have
links waiting for a
probably.
counterattack.
Yeah, I should have probably go in now.
You should,
But
just
I.
because you see the medevacs.
And when I'm looking at the replay, but I really don't know what he has.
Oh,
He
I'm
has
just
five
looking at
more.
your side of things, man. You're cheating. You're. I'm just looking at your vision. Yeah,
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know.
my
It would be
vision is.
difficult to go in.
Yeah, I have no idea. That's why. But
Yeah.
I usually like to send my links when they move out with everything. I
Uh-huh.
think I could have ended the game here.
Maybe as soon as you saw the medevacs, I don't know. Seems risky to me.
Yeah,
Like.
it's very risky. But now, if I have the full vision now, and I think I should go in. It's always annoying to chase those drops, but you gotta chase them down.
Indeed. And you're going heavily into Ravagers.
Yes.
Not a composition that scales up too well, but pretty good against tanks. Do you do this often? Ravager Link Bane instead of
No,
Hydras?
never.
Okay,
I think
cool.
it's the first time.
Awesome. So this is just from
Yeah, because of the start. I
cool.
had 2 roaches left, and I had a roach horn, so I said just go.
And when he pushed, you made roaches because they're just more larva efficient, more
Yeah,
like
you
good
can
on
kill tanks
defense.
very easy. Once you have the roach horn, I think Ravager Link Bailing is okay. It's not very bad. So
Yeah. Like especially when you're fighting that kind of army, you want units on all different layers, right? You don't want all your units on one area where like all the links are clumped up. Also, links and banes don't have very good army retention. Like you usually trade a lot of them. So if you have a Roach Warren already, it's pretty good to just have him in the back doing something.
Yes, and I had a lot of gas because I made 3 gases. So I just said, let's go with Roach.
You're crazy. Now you got an infestation pit. So
Yes, and
the
usually
hive is
after
almost
this,
finishing.
you just go, you go ultras because you don't have anti-air, so 2 Vikings will kill you. Unless you do like 10 Brooders and some Corruptors, but it's not the best.
Okay. So do you feel committed to tier 3? Ultras are scary, but I guess with Ravagers you're covered against Liberators.
Yes, that's why you go ultras. You don't have anti-air, and well, you do against
Liberators,
immobile
which are
stuff.
the counter.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
So that's why it's good. Ultras.
Seems good.
I didn't realize I was that ahead when I played it. I think I could have done something more, like poke him at this third base and do something with my link. But it's usually good to just stay in your base.
Yeah, and you know that he's not taking a fourth right now, right? So you're probably thinking if he's not taking a fourth, then I'm pulling further ahead. So
yes,
I don't think
and
it's
I
necessary to end
could
there.
have done more drones, but I didn't know his position. If I knew it, I would have done more drones. But I made so much army because I was scared to die at some point.
Yeah. I mean, again, I think if he's not taking a fourth, like right now, I think what you're doing is great because it's safe, right? You don't know what he has. And
Yeah.
if he takes a fourth, then you can maybe even just flood him with everything, right?
Yeah, and the reason he's not taking a fourth, it's not because he's prioritizing units, but it's just because he was very behind, and I didn't know that.
Right.
At some point, it was like 70 supply,
Yeah.
but I didn't know that.
But whatever the reason, I think this is what I'm getting at is whatever the reason he's doing it, this is safe for you. This is good for you.
Yeah,
But if you drone up and you're wrong about this, then you could die.
just safe.
Yeah.
But I think I could get around 76 drones now and be safe. With
You're
Bailings,
at
you're always
65,
safe.
yeah. That is true. Decent creep spread. Not
Yeah,
the
it's
best
not
in the
very
world,
good.
but yeah.
No, because of
Scrappy
the
game.
opening.
Yeah,
You see, I'm spreading creep with my inject queen, so it's always sad to see.
My inject queen always has enough to spread creep, dude.
But it's sad to go away with your queen.
Yeah.
I got those lean.
That's kind of a weird watchtower. Just to check out his third, maybe gives insight into where he wants to take his fourth.
Which one?
The watchtower, what is it called?
Link?
Sensor tower. The sensor tower.
Sensor tower? I don't know. I think it's good because it takes most of the map. I think sensor towers are inbound.
Yeah, I think they're great.
They're always so annoying to deal with, especially when they put them at borders like this. They can on acid plant, they can put the sensor tower near the fifth base, the low ground fifth base, and it's so annoying.
Yeah. I thought he
can see
was
the whole
actually
map.
going to use this to take his fourth forward, but he's taking the fourth in the back. So
Yeah, I was
think
thinking
he's-
about that too, so I had a link there.
Cool. So you were also thinking maybe he's going to take this fourth?
Yeah.
But I actually like what he's doing better because what he's doing...
Yeah, I could have moved him if he took that one.
Yeah, exactly. And you wouldn't have seen it coming. But now he's basically giving himself the longest time possible to react, to come back to his third, while moving his army or most of his army or a lot of his army to take his fourth. So
Yeah.
I like it.
I like to snipe some tanks when they're alone. Happens so many times. So many times. You send
Yeah.
the links, only tanks, they die. So fun.
Must be nice.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm missing a bit of gas, so I'm adding one more. And I had the only one in my third base because I had so much gas at some point. But now that I'm making ultras, I should put 2 back in.
Yeah.
And my macro isn't the best either.
So a little bit of something to point out, I guess, but I'm not even sure that two workers on gas mine significantly more than the third one, like the first two.
Do you mean if I have 3s that way, that more than instead of 1?
No, like right now you have 3 and 1. It would be better to have 2 and 2, right?
Yeah, maybe.
I
I
think
didn't
so.
really.
Like I've heard, yeah,
I
I've heard
didn't
different
really
things.
care about. I just saw that I had too much gas and I pulled 2 out. Didn't think about it too much, but I'll try. I think it's better. Yes.
It's probably better, but it's also one more action, right? So if it's not a priority, then
Yeah, I just saw that I had too much gas and just pulled 2 out. I'm always so angry when I miss 1 queen into my bases. I don't know why. It just bothers me so much.
when you what?
When I'm missing 1 queen in my bases, I don't have 1 into my second base and 1 into my first base, so
How do
I'll
you
probably
inject?
lose something to
What
to.
What's your inject method? How do you inject?
I just box.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, camera and then box. But I was trying, to put them on one different hotkey.
So do you
Just
sometimes
takes.
box and there's no one there to find?
Yes, and it
Uh,
bothers me so much. I
That's
don't know
funny.
why.
Yeah. Okay, so you spot those medevacs. They seem to be headed towards your main, where you have some links patrolling already. And you're kind
Yeah,
of going just looking for weakness, right? And you're gonna find it here.
yeah. I didn't think he would go that YOLO into 300 bailings. Like you can't really. I mean, he should have go. He should have backed because he didn't really get anything. He
Yeah,
can't
I
get.
think we're talking about different places. I was looking at you killing his fourth base.
Yeah, that's yeah. I
Oh,
was
okay.
saying that he should have probably when he was middle mapper around middle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he should have backed and not let me kill his first base instead of trying to go with all of his units
Okay, we
and do
have to look
something.
at that
So you
again.
really can't get much on creep. That's why I think
Let's see.
it was a there.
Did I miss it already?
Yes.
Oh, crap. We'll speed
Okay.
there.
Yeah. Go. Should be 20 seconds.
Okay, let's speed it up.
Okay, now.
Ah! It's going too
So
fast. I can't
fast.
stop it.
Yeah, 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Wait, go back 10 seconds.
Is that good?
Yes, now. You see now? He saw my ultras moving into his first base, right?
Okay, yeah.
He saw it with the medivacs, but instead of trying to defend, and I think it was a
He's
defend.
gonna chase this army.
Yeah, he's gonna chase this army and get nothing.
For no reason, yeah, because
Yes.
they're too fast.
If I had no creep, maybe, but you really can't chase an army on creep.
Yeah, and it's mostly
I think it was
speedlings. Maybe if it was roaches only, right? Or something.
Yeah, if it was, I don't know, maybe only Hydras, no upgrades.
Yeah, maybe only Hydra's no upgrades. Okay. Okay, let's see what he does here. Yeah, so all this move is... I guess he maybe thought he could clear creep. Yeah, he's still going.
But I think it's better to save a fourth base instead of clearing a bit of creep.
Yeah, of course. Maybe he thought you wouldn't go into the PF or felt safe for some other reason. I'm not sure.
I don't know. This ultra was a misclick. Actually, it wasn't a misclick. It was a misplace. Should have went into my fifth base instead. He just decided to go there. And now I lose my fifth base for no reason because I saw the medivac. Just a misplace.
So where was so there was an ultralist that should have been there, defending that base.
Seventh base? No, 6. Wait, 6, 7th. Should have been 7th base. I can ping, but you see where my 4 ultras are?
Your 4 ultras, yes.
Yes. The one of them should have been. If you go back like 20 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I see the medivacs. And I send one ultra here. You can see it next to my army. It's going.
One ultra from your main army.
Yes.
Oh, I see him.
My main
okay, okay, I see him.
Yeah, it's going. I don't know why.
You misclicked him.
Yes, and I shouldn't have lost that base.
Cool. So I was wondering if you yeah. So he's just gonna. So he was supposed to chase that medevac.
Yeah, it was
The
supposed to defend the fifth base, not stay there. That's a
okay,
misclick.
yeah. So you kind of just send him there, assumed he's gonna kill those Marines or spook him out,
Yeah, even if it doesn't kill, I can send 10 links or
by a
something.
lot of
Just
time.
last time, yeah. And now I lose my fifth base for no reason, and it was really, really bad because I should have. Now I see his army. Very soon I see his army moving into my fourth base, and I could have moved my drones into the fifth base. And my macro isn't very good. I should have
Oh
had.
yeah. So it's extra important because you're not gonna be mining fully right
Yeah,
now, right? Yeah.
yeah, I can't find.
So this is the first time you're in an awkward position in a while.
I think it was a okay position since he can't engage, and I killed his first base. If I didn't kill his first base, I would have been dead
The
probably.
fourth base.
Yeah, his first. Yes.
Yeah. So what are
Good
you
man.
are you now gonna set up for a big attack then? The sensor tower is nice for him here too, because he'll see your attack coming, or do you just
Yeah,
counter attack, or
but
what's the plan?
yeah, the best thing you can do when they siege is just run by something.
Okay, so you're usually just gonna run by something by default, and you're not gonna engage this army then,
Usually it's a very bad idea to engage off creep into 6 tanks, 5
and
tanks.
on a high ground as well, right?
Yeah,
It's
on a high ground. I
and
could have
without
probably
creep.
destroyed this army, but I didn't know. So
Yeah, and it would be difficult to flank as well. You could flank from the
yeah,
north, but from the south he would see you coming with the sensor tower always.
yeah.
So kind of sketchy.
Yeah, just the safer option is to run by. And if you see he has too much there, you can always retreat and then move his army if he has too much at the home.
Makes
So
sense.
it's always the safest option. And I should have one more base now, but I prioritize my units more than the bases because I was afraid to die.
Yeah.
And I think this was the last game of the series. So yeah, it's a bit. I don't know what I'm doing there. Hello.
Oh, this is pretty YOLO. Okay.
I just wanted to hit some of his tanks, but
That was a
yeah,
lot of tanks. I didn't think he had that many.
yeah. It's okay because I'm making ultras now, so it wasn't too bad. But yes, still questionable.
Yeah, you're right about that. He doesn't really have any answer to ultras. It's just
Yeah, I
marines and
could have
tanks.
A moved him, but yeah, you're never too sure to A move.
Yeah, up a ramp without vision.
Yeah. If it was a creep, yes.
Cool. So from here on, you just gotta take your base. Your priority was just to scout his fourth base, make sure he's not
Oh, now
taking
the
it.
ultra, that staying there is nice.
Yeah.
It was actually calculated.
Is that the same guy?
Yes.
Nice. So
You can see he has 0 kill.
you're he's a lazy one. Okay, so you're much better than most players about just leaving units like this at key places or at positioning units like this. So is that something that you're always mindful of? Are you always thinking like where should I have some presence or?
Yes, I like to predict their moves,
Mm-hmm.
and I like to send units where they should drop or do something. So yeah, I like to have everything safe. I have 20 links in my first base. The ultra should be. I don't know why it's staying there still. It should be around my fifth base, and everything is safe that way.
Yeah, so you should have an ultra near the base that's building, you're saying.
I think it's going there. I think.
Cool. That's pretty cool. Because a lot of people, I feel like a common misconception with StarCraft is that you need to be really fast. But especially with Zerg, obviously you need to be really fast. But especially with Zerg, it's really important, I think, to do what you're doing. Like preemptively know where things are coming from. Like
Yes,
creep
I
spread
agree.
or link spread or overlord spread or just preemptively putting units where they're going to show up most likely saves you so much time and so much actions, right? So you
Yeah,
don't have to
and
have
it's
the
always
quickest
very
reaction.
to die as Zerg too, right? You lose one base, you die sometimes. Like if in a situation like this, if I didn't kill his first base, I would have been dead probably. Maybe not because ultras are a good unit.
They're pretty good against what he has, yeah.
Yeah, against, especially against 71 Marines, they're not bad.
Yeah. And right now he should be switching maybe into Liberators, right? Because
Yeah, but
There's
the biggest trouble is that I have
9
nine,
Ravagers.
yes. And then making some Vipers, only one because I don't have the supply.
Yeah, and you have a lot of Link Bane. Yeah, it's very difficult for him right now because Ghosts or
I don't think he
Liberators would
can.
be the most common. So you're just gonna keep
He
poking.
also, yes, he also doesn't have the economy now. I know that he doesn't have the economy. He's on 3 bases since.
For a long time, and you've
Yes,
throughout
since
kept
7 months.
just very important. One thing that you also do throughout the game is just keep vision of the things that you need to keep vision of, right? Like you're always checking the fourth, and you always have a Ling on the other fourth, so you're
Yeah, I
very
didn't
aware
really
of your
want to lose a game
position.
for a sneaky base.
I think you're one of the more mindful players in that regard.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
oh, oh!
What?
Did you
What?
see that?
No,
Go back.
the corrosive piles killed stuff?
Yes,
Oh, no,
yeah.
not on your
Like
vision.
for Medivac.
Really?
I had no
Let's
idea.
see that. Yeah, I didn't see it.
It was a pretty yellow move. I didn't think he would check it.
Oh, wow. Is that what you were aiming for?
No.
That was nice.
Yes.
That is one thing I've noticed about your play too. You like to stack the corrosive piles a lot. Like you're a
Yeah.
bit of a gambler in that regard.
Yeah. I like to get something instead of maybe some damage.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't know what I'm doing here. But oh wait, I got the tanks. Did you see?
Yeah, I saw that.
I wasn't watching.
They're always alone.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think now I'm in a pretty good position.
I think against Marines it's good to spread the corrosive piles though.
You think so? I think it's very easy to dodge.
Maybe.
I always aim for medivacs or tanks, or I really don't care about my.
Well, for tanks, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, you just stacked all the corrosive piles in one spot, right? So that should be
Yeah.
easier to dodge than spread out
Yeah.
corrosive piles.
I was aiming for the liberators, but I misclicked.
Worked out better, so.
Yeah.
So here comes the annoying medevac. You've had those group of links, like 15 links there the entire game.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
I should also have 2 spines in the 3rd base and in the 1st base.
And tanks alone again. You've found so many tanks.
Yeah, I like to find tanks.
So you're saying spines now because you're out on the map so active? Maybe just
Yes. Usually when you have links, I like to run by them, and it's a good idea to have spines, because if you have links out on the map, you can defend drops easily. That's why I like to have some spines, but I didn't do them because I was really low on economy. But it would have been a good idea to have 2 maybe on the 3rd base.
on the outer bases, right? Is where you would put them.
Yeah. If I have links in my 1st base, I'd have some spines in my 5th and in the 3rd base. I have 1 spine chilling in a 2nd. I don't know why it's like. It should have been repositioned.
Oh yeah, that one's done nothing for years. It's a hero from the start.
Yeah.
So.
I think I could move it in here.
You also have a counterattack coming. Difficult decision to make even now to a move.
Yeah, safer decision always better. I should have sent more links there. All of my links there. They're quite useless in fights.
Those 2 ultras and links, they're waiting for the units to commit, right? Because I was thinking maybe you could flank with them as well, and get the tank line from behind and then a move. But you're just playing it safe.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I saw his 3rd base had no SCVs, so even if I lost that base and the other one, I wanted to find something.
This is an annoying position for him to be entrenched in.
Yeah. I lost. I think the safer option is to go back now, and even if I lose those 2 bases, I'm in an okay position still.
Ooh, and I feel like that was scary too. You don't want to go through chokes like this, right? When you don't know what he has on the high ground.
If you know, maybe, but it's never a good option.
Yeah, and like I'm just turning on everyone vision. He has 4 tanks. Do you think he should be pushing forward with those tanks into the liberation zones? Feels kind of like he's
Yeah,
spread
probably.
out, so it's harder if you come from behind, if you come from a flank maybe. But no,
Yeah,
not
probably.
even, right? I don't know. I
But
feel like he
since
should just push
he's
with the
very low
tanks.
on equip, you should push as fast as possible.
Yeah, I think so as well.
If he wasn't that low, he could camp there and get something done. But it's an all-in for him, right? So I think you should go as fast as possible.
And these guys are either flanking or counterattacking. They're gonna
I
cut
was going to flank,
reinforcements.
but I think it's. I saw he had too much, right?
Okay, so
I mean, he had the tank spared, so never a good idea to engage like that. You
yeah, you
always
need a
want to wait for it to
360.
reposition out of it. Yeah. And I can lose that base. I don't really care.
And now something really cool just happened. Maybe this is your setup for the 360, because you just cut reinforcements. You just knew that reinforcements were coming and you killed them, right? And now these units, when they come back, they are in perfect position to flank that area, right?
Yes. I like to do that. Cut
So,
reinforcements and then go.
so the only flank that you don't have covered is between your bases. Are you
No, I
looking
have
to
one
do that,
ultra
or?
there.
Yeah, you do have one ultra there, and running through liberation zones probably not great. So you're probably going for it now.
Yeah, I think I'm going to attack. I'm
Cool.
waiting for all of my corruptors to be in place. And I think I'm going to ultra dead.
An ultra died. Oh no, the flank
It was
ultra.
this. I think it was the same ultra. that was staying on
The
there.
entire
Yes,
game it was
he
the
had
same
0
guy.
kills. I think that guy was a disappointment.
Okay, so right now just getting as much free damage as possible with the
Yeah,
corruptors.
I had Viper, so I was going to engage on him, but I
Mhm.
saw I could have picked up some stuff for free, so I just said let's pick stuff for free.
And in the meanwhile, you went with your other squad and killed the base while you're just picking
Yeah.
stuff for free.
Yes.
Pretty neat. So now it's just a more systematic dismantling of him.
I misclicked here. I went back with everything.
Were you trying to go in?
Yes.
Oh, that's scary.
He has 5 Licker. No, 6.
Yeah, now you have enough corruptors that you can just...
Yeah, I will go back with my stuff that I killed first base with and just engage.
So, same idea, just a little bit later after you picked up all the
Yeah.
liberators for free. Okay. And you're even happy forfeiting that base. Your win condition is
Yeah,
going to be the
because
army once you kill this.
I knew he had nothing
Mm-hmm.
equal-wise, so just who cares, right? If you lose that base, you can
You
make
have
4
every
and-
advantage still,
Yeah.
right? Army advantage, eco advantage.
And then making 4 ultras, so
Yeah, so just gotta make sure you can kill this army and you win the
Yeah.
game.
just make sure you don't everything doesn't die at some point. You're fine.
Still going for the counterattacks though, ruthless.
Yeah. So like you're
That's
safe.
just like telling
right
him,
now.
hurry up. Attack me.
Basically, he's going to attack me now.
So yeah, it's just
And
formalities
now I
up
go
until
back
this
with my
point.
links. A move, go.
Hey, move, let's go.
Quite safe. I could have engaged faster.
Please open your eyes, Blizzard. Oh man. He knew we were gonna do a breakdown of this. All right. Well, Ricardo, thank you very much for joining me today. This was a really
Thank
awesome game and a really fun time. I'm a huge fan of yours. I hope you win everything next year.
Thank you.
Okay. Do you have any shoutouts?
Not really. Wait, ultras, they're very good. That's my shout.
Ultras are very good. That's your
Yes.
shoutout? Are you
Yes.
sure that's where you...
And wait, and my fans, of course.
And your fans, of course. All
Thank
right.
you guys, and thank you for inviting me.
My pleasure, buddy. All right. I'll see you next time then. And probably
Thank
next
you.
year at BlizzCon. All right?
Yes.
Take care, man. Bye-bye.